Hey, Pokedad Fan Club, it's me, Pokedad, and today I'm bringing a interesting deck. We're gonna play some Quad Goomy here, and it's got a couple pals with it. It's got Wobbuffet and Hoopa, and I don't know. Many of you may know that I won a cup with Quad Wob um, in the second quarter, and so I really do think this is a viable deck. Um, and I think Goomy just adds more to it. Plus, we've got another couple. We got a couple cards. We got Goomy, which makes the deck even stronger, and then we got Lysander's Lab, which works with us on our strategy. Our strategy is basically to energy denial while either ability locking or walling or putting Goomy in the active where they can't play any energy. So we start off here, and we're playing against Buzzwole, and many of you know Buzzwole just won a regional. Matter of fact, it had a super good showing here. I team Skullgrunt here, and I almost was tempted to get rid of the fighting energy, but I go ahead and get rid of the strong and the beast energy, just because those can do more damage to me. And I don't want to bench the Hoopa yet, because when he jet punches with Wob in the active, Hoopa's ability is shut off, so it would actually be able to hurt Hoopa. But anyway, Buzzroc just won, and it plays with the 3 baby Buzzwoles. And I'm here to tell you that Goomy isn't really scared of 3 baby Buzzwoles. Matter of fact, we're not really scared at all. Now, Wob is actually probably the worst card to have in the active against Buzzwole. But anyway, we get a Hoopa down, we get another Wob down, and we go ahead and put the Goomy down. Goomy and Hoopa are probably the 2 best here. And you'll see some of the cards, we didn't get any really energy denial cards here. But what you'll see is we have a couple cards here. I could play the escape rope and get Hoopa in the active. I go ahead and bench everything. And we could get Hoopa in the active there if we wanted to, which might have been okay, but then he's still gonna jet punch and hit something on the bench. I think I'm kind of wanting him to jet punch and hit the Hoopas though. But anyway, the strategy here is we're gonna energy deny, and then we're gonna try to bring something up in the late game with a counter catcher and just get it to stick in the active. And then while they're trying to use energy to either retreat it, or it might even be something that can attack, but they can't really do anything, you know, that it might be something that can attack, but they can't attack because of Goomy, so we just keep knocking energy off. Anyway, right here, I go ahead and play. Now I'm debating, maybe I should have put Hoopa in the active, but he just knuckle impacted, so he can't attack next turn, so we're just going to Cynthia here. Maybe we can knock a couple energies off here, and it looks good. Looks like we got one of them off with a crushing hammer. So, but he can't attack next turn anyway. My thought is if he wants to retreat into something else, he can, but he'll have to use get rid of both of those energies. And we've got 2 Team Flare Grunts ready to go, so we can actually take off 2 energies here over the course of the next 2 turns. So we see an Ultra Ball here, and we see the Octillery. So he's gonna go ahead and he gets rid of a Guzma. So that's 1 Guzma down. Guzmas are the one thing we want to keep track of in the discard pile. He goes ahead and Brooklyn Hills for a baby Buzz, and looks like this might be one of those special decks that's trying to use the multiple baby Buzzwoles, because we already see 1 come down. We'll see if he benches any more. He goes ahead and Guzmas up the Hoopa because he knows that's a threat, and then he's gonna Max Elixir. He whiffs the Max Elixir, and he sledgehammers here, and that Hoopa gets 100, smacked in the face for 100. We get a enhanced hammer, and we go ahead and bench another Goomy. So we got rid of another energy there, and then we're gonna just end. And it gives us a couple more choices. Now we still have 2 Team Flare Grunts, which is really good. He's probably gonna knock the Hoopa out in the next turn, but in a way we can begin to really already begin to maybe stick this baby Buzzwole in the active, because we put up a Goomy, then it's going to take 2 energies for it to attack with Sledgehammer, and so we can constantly be knocking the energy off. Other options is we can counter capture the Octillery, and if we can find a Lysander Lab, then a Float Stone won't matter. He puts a Choice Span on the baby Buzzwole. That's actually even better, because now he can't retreat without manually attaching. And he attaches manually to the Buzzwole in the active. I mean in the bench, sorry. So maybe he's gonna do another Guzma play. Yep, we see another Guzma play. This time it goes after Wobbuffet. And so he's gonna take another prize here. Alright, and he just does another Knuckle Impact. Put up Hoopa once again, so that'll wall for us. And I think we can just begin to take these energies off with Team Flare Grunt. And I'm not sure, do we want a counter catcher? Yeah, we do counter catcher, and we counter catcher the Octillery up. Alrighty. So he discarded 1 Guzma, and then he's used 2 Guzmas so far, so he really only has 1 more Guzma available to him, unless he's playing Palpad, and very few of the Buzzwole decks that I know of play Palpad. So indeed, he is Guzmaing once again. He's bringing up this baby Buzzwole. He will take a knockout on the Hoopa, and will actually go down 3 prizes, so he's taken 3 prizes now. But again, like I said before, I think we actually want this baby Buzzwole in the active. We can Team Flare Grunt once again, and we'll just hit done. And now he can't attack this Goomy. He has no more. He has no more Guzmas. So this Buzzwole is gonna have to get 2 energies on it. They'll never be able to activate Beast Ring because we don't ever take prizes. We're just trying to get energy. We're just trying to mill them out. So now from here on out, we pretty much can just play the game of just getting rid of energies. We do have a Plumeria available to us right here. But he's going to Bloodthirsty Eyes. So he does still have 1 gusting effect, and then he's gonna end. So maybe he will be able to take another knockout here, but he ended himself to 3, but he will still get to Octillery. He gives us 6 good cards though. And yes, indeed, there's another baby Buzzwole come down, and another Max Elixir hitting the Buzzwole, which I'm not sure that's the right thing to do, because you really want most of your energy attached to the active now. But anyway, place Float Stone on Diancie. Another Max Elixir goes to the baby Buzzwole on the bench. And now we've got several options available to us. We get a turn where he didn't play an energy, so we'll go ahead and Fill Blower, and we just want to Fill Blower the Float Stone is on, not the Choice Band. I guess we shouldn't even Fill Blower the Choice Band on the bench Buzzwole, because that might eventually need a Float Stone on it. But at this point, we can Nest Ball maybe? Probably should Nest Ball, even if it is just to thin the deck. He only needs 3 more prizes. I would play the Escape Rope, except I don't want the big Buzzwole coming up. So We'll just have to let this Hoopa take another hit. There's a good chance right here that this Hoopa will go down if he can find like a strong energy. 2 strongs are already gone though, and he just sycamores. And when we're playing a mill deck, we love when they play sycamore because they're milling themselves actively, so we don't have to do it. You know, we don't have to. They're doing it passively for us. We don't have to actively mill. But he now goes down to 2 prizes, so now it's up to Goomy. Can Goomy hold its own here? We know they're all out of Guzmas. Alright, and they need, basically, they need energies to attack. We play Crushing Hammer and we missed this, so we're going to use one of our Skylas. And unfortunately, we have to guarantee that we get rid of the energy here. So we got to go for an Enhanced Hammer. So we'll Enhanced Hammer that strong energy away, and now he can't attack, can't retreat. So now it's just a matter of, can we continue to deny energy while he is putting more energy on. We could hit a Crushing Hammer here, and indeed we're able to hit a heads on that, so that's good. And we knock another energy off that baby Buzzwole. And we'll go ahead and Team Rocket's handiwork, but we flip double tails, so that does nothing for us. And right now we don't have a whole lot in our hand. We really could use an N or a Cynthia, but we don't have either of those. So maybe we'll top deck something good. He gets a Remoraid, so he's continuing to thin his deck. He's only got 11 cards in deck and 6 in hand, so he's at 17 cards. And as far as energies go, we've gotten rid of 7 energies, 8, 9, 10, 11 on the field, 12 if you count the beast energy. So now he sycamores again. He should only have about 2 more energies left, I think. Most of them play maybe 3. Some of them are playing 15. They play 10 fighting, and he puts 3 more back in. So we got still some more work to do here. But we top deck a Puzzle of Time, which is awesome. So we can actually get back 2 Team Flare Grunts here. That'll give us 2 turns, 2 more turns before he'll be able to attack. So I think that's what we need to do. So we'll grab the 2 Team Flare Grunts here, and we will Team Flare Grunt and energy off of the baby Buzzwole, and we've got another turn of that, so we'll hit done. Alright, so we got 1, 2, 3 in play, 4 in play. There was 7, but then he had 3, so that's 4, so 4, 8, 9, 10. He may have 4 to 5 more energies left. Now I'm contemplating inning here, but then I realize, you know what, eventually he's going to put an energy on that active, and so I'll just Team Flare Grunt it once he does. He's only got 3 cards in deck, and he's got 7 in hand, so he's down to 10 cards. We know probably at least 3 of them are energies of those 10 cards. I'd be really surprised if he doesn't have one in his hand right now. And yeah, we have 5 in the discard pile and 4 on the field. There's another one. And then we have the beast energy, so that is a knockout. I mean, that is another energy taken off the field. So 6 in the discard, 4 on the field. That's 10, 11. So he has probably 3 more, maybe 4 more. But maybe one of them is prized, so maybe 3 more. probably either gonna, so he plays another one here. So, but we top deck a Plumeria. So by top decking the Plumeria, we can get rid of the Escape Rope and the Acerola, and that gets rid of another energy. So maybe he has 2 left. He's only got 2 cards left in deck. 1 card left in deck. He plays a strong energy. He still can't attack. What's our top deck? Our top deck is a Team Rocket's Handiwork. So I think we gotta go for it. So we get it, and we get double heads, and that discards another energy, which was the last card in the deck, and we win. We take a victory with Goomy. And so Goomy, 40 HP Goomy isn't scared of Buzzwole. Now, he took quite a few prizes, but the one thing about these kind of decks that you always have to remember is they gotta take 6 prizes. Maybe they're going to use all their resources in the early game to get 3, 4, maybe even 5 prizes. But if they can't take that 6th prize, then you can still just win. So anyway, let's take a look at this. I'm actually going to go a little more extended into the deck profile, because this is one of those decks that does take a little bit of thinking. It's not just your average elixir, hit for a big damage and take 6 prizes in 4 turns. So we're gonna go through this. We'll start with Hoopa, and Hoopa is good in matchups where they play a lot of GXs. Can be used in Buzzwole. Malamar will be really strong because you want to get a Dawnwings Necrozma stuck in the active. Also can be used against Zoroark, Lycanroc. They don't play a whole lot of attackers that can do anything against it, except maybe a Mewtwo, and Mewtwo hits for resistance, so it does nothing. So Hoopa can just win those kind of games. Goomy is used, as you just saw, in Buzzwole. It will be really good in Dawnwings, in Malamar, because we're going to try to get a Dawnwing stuck in the active. And then we're going to play the Lysander's Lab, which we play 2 of, to make sure that it stays stuck, because then their float stones won't be useful. We can always Lucamine those Lysander Labs back if they change the stadium or if they bump the stadium. So Goomy is probably the main character, not really attacker, but the main character we're going to use, because it just forces him to have more energy to be able to attack. And then Wobbuffet can just win some other games like Vikabulu. You put a Wobbuffet in the active, you counter catcher up Vikavolt, and then tell them, hey, how are you going to get that thing out of the active? And as they put more energy on the Vikavolt, you can just Team Flare Grunt it off or Crushing Hammer it off. So you just win that way. And so let's talk about the kind of the 2-pronged strategy of winning the game. There's the energy denial, which includes, well, the secondary strategy includes Lysander's Lab, and that shuts off all their tools. And so they're float stone, so they can't use float stone. And then we use the counter catcher to bring something that's useless to the active. They can't attach a float stone to it, and then they just retreat. And so we play 4 of the counter catcher because it's so important. But the primary strategy is we're just going to deny energy over and over and over and over. So we play 3 Crushing Hammer, 3 Enhanced Hammer, 4 Team Flare Grunts, and 2 Plumerias. And then we use Pal Pad and Puzzles of Time to get those things back. So that we can just continue to deny energy. Then we use 1 Escape Rope. It helps us to get the active. If we don't want to Wobbuffet in the active, we can get something we want in the active. Same thing with the 2 Acerolas. The 2 Acerolas are used to help get stuff out of the active that we don't want also. We play 4 draw supporters, so we've got 3 Cynthias and 4 Ns. And those are used to just keep up with our opponent, because they're going to be going through their deck so quickly trying to find resources that we want to constantly be having our own resources available to us. We play the 2 Team Skullgrunt. It's a really good card to have at the beginning of the game. That will help us to get energy out of their hand right from the beginning. And then the 2 Team Rocket Handiworks. If sometimes people think they'll get smart and they'll say, "Oh, I'll just stall you out." Well, Team Rocket's Handiwork allows us to actively mill them, and we can keep recycling cards with Lucamine and get the Team Rocket's Handiworks back if we need to, or Team Flare Grunts, or whatever we need. Gladion will allow us to get something out of the discard pile, out of our prizes, so if there's something important prize, we can get that out. And then probably the last key thing is the Skyla. We play 4 of those. Those are kind of like your Tapu Lele, and Skyla will allow you to think a couple turns ahead, and let's say if you need it immediately, like you need an enhanced hammer right away, you can get an enhanced hammer. But sometimes Skyla will allow you to get the Cynthia or the Lucamine or one of your other supporters so that you can use it for the following turn. And so I think of Skyla as my Tapu Lele in this deck. I don't know if we talked about the Field Blower. Basically, the Field Blower gets rid of the tool cards or stadiums that your opponent might play, and then we play 4 nest balls to make sure that we do indeed get to the cards that we need when we need them. Anyway, guys, that is the deck profile. If you have any questions or comments, put them in the comments below. I'll be glad to answer those. And give me a like if you like this deck. Subscribe if you haven't. And we will talk to you later. Have a good day, guys. Bye.